The man actually shoved a piece of wood into the wild boar's nostril, and was immediately sprayed all over his face with snot. In this bizarre world, the wild boar was as huge as a mountain, and it even had a pair of gigantic bat-like wings. In order to protect the crops, the warrior engaged in a fierce battle with the giant boar. To protect the villagers, Jack stepped forward and stood in front of everyone. Unexpectedly, in the very next second, Jack was flung high into the air, landing right on the boar's thick bristly back. In an attempt to rescue Jack, the villagers threw him a rope, but before he could steady himself, the boar suddenly took flight and soared into the sky. Subduing such a massive creature was no easy task. As Jack looked at the boar's wings, he suddenly came up with an idea. Jack looped a rope around the boar's claw, then swung himself like on a swing, and wrapped the rope tightly around the boar's wings. Little by little, the boar became entangled by the rope. Jack pulled with all his strength using both arms, forcing the boar's wings to fold inward, and sending it into a steep dive. However, directly below them was a bustling marketplace. Riding on the boar's back, Jack charged straight toward the market. People in the market began fleeing in panic. Stalls on both sides were smashed and destroyed by the boar. Fortunately, just before crashing into the buildings, the boar finally came to a stop. Jack's incredible feat immediately earned thunderous cheers from the entire city. He had already been known as the bravest warrior in the land, and now he gained an additional title, the Pig Knight. Jack was adored by children, and many young women of marriageable age deeply admired him as well. However, a witch nearby mocked Jack, saying that merely defeating a wild boar did not make him a true hero. Eager to earn the villagers' true respect, Jack desperately needed a genuine victory to prove himself. At that moment, the villagers recalled an old legend. Deep within the dense forest stood a towering castle, where an unparalleled beauty was imprisoned. Unfortunately, no one had ever lived to see what she truly looked like, because everyone who encountered her was killed by the terrifying monster guarding her. After hearing this legend, Jack decided to rescue the beauty to prove his worth. Soon, Jack arrived at the castle alone. The moment he stepped inside, he heard a woman humming softly. Jack immediately became alert. He cautiously approached the curtain. When he pulled it aside, he discovered that inside was indeed a breathtakingly beautiful woman. Originally, Jack had only planned to slay the monster here to prove himself. He never expected that a real beauty actually existed in the castle. However, the woman refused to leave. Instead, she began playing hide-and-seek with Jack. Jack grabbed the woman's hand, trying to pull her away from the castle, but his movement alerted the serpent monster. Fortunately, Jack reacted quickly and narrowly avoided the serpent's attack. But in the blink of an eye, the serpent transformed into another kind of monster, and it turned out that the snake was merely the creature's tail. Jack began fighting the monster. The creature was no match for him, and was soon restrained. Seizing the opportunity, Jack pried open the serpent's mouth, only for it to spew out a pool of black liquid. After that, Jack's vision began to blur. He picked up a weapon from the ground, and started wildly swinging it around the room. Jack feared that the monster might take advantage of his condition to attack him, but what he did not expect was that, due to his reckless smashing and destruction, the already ancient castle collapsed under the damage. In the end, Jack himself was buried beneath the ruins.